I'm Dave Wally from K2 Engineering. Yeah, I've been in the electronics industry for 15 years. Well, we've got a couple of advantages. One, the size of the company. It's big enough that we can throw a lot of resources at a project when we need to, yet it's small enough that we're going to give our customers a lot of attention. Secondly, we do the fab and prototype that I talked about. We don't, even if you're not going to have us do your fab and prototype, because we do fab and prototype, I'm constantly giving feedback back to my designers saying, hey, you know, you did this and it made it harder to assemble. All right, so don't do that next time. So we're giving that feedback, whereas a lot of outside design firms, they never get that design for manufacturability feedback. We do. I give that, you know, back to my designers. We have a system set up on the Allegro side where we have somebody that just does the library development, the footprints. Most important thing on a design is getting the footprint correct, because if you don't have the footprint correct, you go out, build your raw boards, start to build your assemblies, and all of a sudden you can't put an IC on the board and you have to redo everything. Now you're pushing yourself out another 6 weeks. So we have this system where we have a librarian, totally dedicated, really good at doing that. We actually have 2 librarians. Then we have the designers, they're just focused on designing, laying out, and routing the board. And we have somebody else that goes in and does all the assembly drawings. And then lastly, we have somebody that looks at it from a quality standpoint and then puts the deliverable package together that we then deliver to the customer. The deliverable package is more complete than most people. We put everything in there that we've run into. So we don't just put Gerbers. If somebody asks for Gerbers, we automatically put Gerbers, the ODB++, and other test software, and so that when someone gets a package, they don't have to come back and say, oh geez, can you add this, can you add that? It's all there and all there the first time. One point before I got to the company many years ago, it was all revolving around telecommunications. But when that bubble burst, we realized that you can't be in just one industry. So at that point we went out and made sure that we had experience and had experienced people from enough different industries to be able to handle a wide range of work. A librarian has to be exact, because if he's wrong, it shows up. And not everybody has that attention to detail to the nth degree. So what we found is a couple librarians that don't, you know, that really pay attention to that detail. And then that allows the designers, who might be very good at placement and routing, but not so good at the detail of doing a footprint, to be able to do their portion and hopefully do it faster. So we think that it gives us a better board, but also a less expensive cost to our customers, which is obviously critical as well in this day and age with budgets.